Hello, my name is Jennifer L. Willis, and I'm currently a 7th and 8th grade language arts teacher at East Central Junior High. I am also in the Educational Technology School Library Media Specialist program, and I am almost finished. It has been a long and tiring journey filled with plenty of blood, sweat, and tears. However, in the process of attaining a master's, I have learned more than I could have imagined was possible in such a short time. It's been a whirlwind, but it's taught me how to be a better teacher, a better collaborator, a better student, and community member. And it's my hope that this portfolio will showcase the learning that has transpired over the past 2 years. I feel that I am ready to exit the program and enter a library to provide an authentic learning environment for all students. Here I have attached my resume to showcase my history, right? I've been at East Central Junior High since 2008. Prior to that, I was an Oklahoma State graduate. So I've included my resume for your review. Now, when I began this program 2.5 years ago, my goal was to be a librarian, right? Helping students find success after they had given up on education was why I became an educator. I completed my Bachelor's of Science in Secondary Education in May of 2008 at Oklahoma State University and immediately began teaching at East Central Junior High in August of 2008. Over the previous 6 years, my primary goal of helping each student find success has remained the same. However, I've also developed a few new goals after working in a Title I school setting. Increasing my knowledge of technology and introducing the students to a wonderful world of literature are now as important as helping the children find success. When I started the program, I wanted to be a librarian. Now, I do want to be a librarian, but I want to do a little bit more than just be a librarian. My goals are the same, helping students find success. However, I've developed a few new goals. Okay, so as a student, I fell in love with the idea of learning. I was always an avid reader, driven to learn or start the next big project. School, reading, learning in general all came very easy to me in high school. This was not the case for my dear friend Shantae. She came from a broken home with parents who did not value education, which translated to Shantae not valuing education. As an elementary student, she struggled, but still found joy in learning. However, by the time she reached the secondary school setting, reading, learning, and school in general was difficult and lame. Shantae only managed to keep a passing grade with my help. I was her personal study buddy. I forced her to work through the problem and never gave her the answer. When she was satisfied with an answer, I would check to see if the answer was correct, and I would help her find the correct answer, but I didn't give it to her. It was during one of these study sessions I realized I enjoyed helping her learn and considered becoming a teacher. For many years, I had planned on attending college to get a degree in veterinary medicine, but quickly figured out dissecting animals was not for me. By dissecting Shantae's errors in writing, reading, and math was enjoyable, and when she was successful, I felt successful. She inspired me to enter college seeking a degree in education, and I still use her as a model when I am trying to help other students like her who have given up on their education. Working as an 8th grade language arts and reading teacher, I have incorporated the Oklahoma State Standards Classic Literature, Contemporary Literature, and Technology to prepare students for the Oklahoma Core Curriculum Test, high school, and the future. Over the past few years, I have met many students similar to Shantae. Working with these students, I frequently hear that reading is boring or too hard. The students of today are overloaded with technology in their everyday lives, and the idea of picking up a book to read is, in their opinion, not stimulating enough. I've attempted to counteract this notion by incorporating technology into my classroom with the use of Nooks, Kindles, and online programs such as Animoto and Glogster, and I have found that these tools are great motivators for today's tech-savvy student. It was because of this increase in technology that I entered the Educational Technology School Library Media program. I wanted to learn about the innovative technology available to the youth today so that I could improve my ability to teach the students in technology-rich society. I officially graduate in June after completing my CompSim portfolio. When I entered the program, I was feeling a little burnt out on the day-to-day teaching and standardized testing. I knew I wanted to continue working with students, but not necessarily in the language arts classroom. However, after working through this program, I am again excited to teach students to utilize the skills I have learned and provide quality instruction for every student every day. The library is definitely a possibility, but I want to do more than that. It is because of this that I've decided to continue my education in pursuit of a Master's of Science in Technology, Learning, and Leadership, with an option in Reading and Literacy. Every day I see my students struggle with reading and writing. Sometimes they give up, feeling worthless and stupid. I utilize technology to combat the defeat they feel, but realize that I need more strategies, resources, and tools to help these lost souls. The cause of this struggle comes from their inability to read and write effectively, and as a graduate student, I hope to learn new strategies and resources to help these students. When so many people in their lives have given up, it is easy to see why quitting is an appealing option. But I believe these young souls struggling to find themselves. I do not want to give up. I want to be the person who lifts them up and helps them reach their full potential, and I believe that continuing my education will help me to serve these students, and so that I can help me create authentic learning opportunities for all students every day. So, I've been admitted to the next program. I'm ready for the next step. It's just a matter of finishing this program. I'm ready to be in the library, but I'm ready to do more. Now, my philosophy of teaching. When I first started, I thought I knew what the library was about. I thought I knew, they needed to collaborate. They needed to promote reading. They needed to run the library. Kind of had an idea, but I didn't have any idea, really. I entered the Educational Technology School Library Media Specialist program at Oklahoma State University in 2013 because I loved working with students, but I wanted to influence more students than I could in a regular classroom setting. I thought I knew what being a library media specialist was about. It was about managing the library, providing resources to students, and sometimes working with the teachers. I now realize that it's only one part of the equation. Over the past 2 years, I have developed a further understanding of how a school library program can benefit student achievement. As I transition to the school library, I will take these ideas and apply them to whatever school I enter to help students become successful in school and society today. I believe my job as the school library media specialist requires me to take on multiple roles in the school community. So, the first role of the library media specialist is that of a teacher. As a classroom teacher, I have witnessed many students give up on learning because it is hard and they feel lost in the shuffle. The library media specialist is an additional resource to students, helping them grow and learn. As a teacher, I will be responsible for aiding students in locating information and resources for core classwork, teaching students how to be information literate, teaching students the 21st century skills to prepare students for life after high school, and promoting literacy and reading. I believe the second role of library media specialist is that of a collaborator. What is the answer to is the question I hear daily in my classroom at East Central Junior High. Students do not want to find the answer, they want someone to give them the answer. A library media specialist can collaborate with the classroom teacher to create lessons that are authentic and inquiry-based. These lessons will promote critical thinking. It is the role of the library media specialist to also assist staff members in locating new resources that would benefit their curriculum and student learning. The role of collaborator requires the library media specialist to be data-driven, mission-aligned, and focused on increasing student achievement. As a library media specialist, I will work with my fellow teachers to plan, develop, implement, and evaluate programs and lessons to enhance student achievement. The third role of the library media specialist is that of an administrator. Planning, developing, implementing, and evaluating library resources is an important job for the library media specialist. The student population changes each year. What they needed 10 years ago may not be relevant to students today. As a library media specialist, it will be my responsibility to maintain a library collection that is useful to student learning, relevant to student interest, and facilitates reading for information, personal growth, and enjoyment. The library media specialist is not the owner of the library materials. I now understand the library media specialist is only the organizer of these materials. I will model how to access and use information to facilitate discussion, practice, and learning inside the school library media center. I believe the final role of the library media specialist is to advocate for every student every day. This requires a working relationship with students, staff, administration, parents, and community members. The library media specialist has the ability to bring all stakeholders together with a common goal. Student learning is that goal. The librarian is seen as a negative influence at my school, and I believe as a future librarian that it will be my job to change these opinions. I believe the librarian should be seen as a resource for the teachers and students. It will be my job to articulate the ways that I can help their students find success by collaborating with the teachers, parents, and community members to create dynamic lessons to bridge past standards, AASL standards, and 21st century skills and technology. It is my belief that the library media specialist is a great resource to all stakeholders. It is up to the library media specialist to take the roles of teacher, collaborator, administrator, and advocate every day. One must be able to adapt to each role daily for the benefit of the school community. And as the library media specialist, my ultimate job is to help teachers, administrators, parents, and community members shape the children of today into the leaders of tomorrow. This is possible if I keep the focus that I must promote the inquiry, reading, and collaboration as a constantly, as well as consistently advocate for the needs of my students. I hope that as we go through the 5 AASL standards, teaching for learning, literacy and reading, information and knowledge, advocacy and leadership, and program management and administration, and my artifacts that I have attached with each of these standards, that you will see I am ready. I am ready to be a teacher. I am ready to be a librarian. I'm ready to come back in the fall in the library or in the teaching and reading literacy program, and I'm ready to be in the library teaching kids, working with our collaborators, working as a collaborator with librarians. I'm ready. And I hope that this portfolio will showcase everything that I've learned in the past 2.5 years.